Alrighty. Andor, Season 1, Episode 7. Announcement. Let's start off with Uncle Harlow. He's not very, he got him some shit job as a fuel quality control technician in a thing that looks like the TVA.
Well, it's like
The
a
bureaucracy,
cubicle.
yeah.
No, it's like a cubicle in like a corporate setting.
Yes.
And he's just a pencil pusher
Yeah.
drone and Uncle Harlow had to pull a lot of strings to make that happen for him.
Yeah, right.
So he needs to appreciate it.
So this job is like Rockefeller's wettest of dreams. What the Rockefellers had planned for everybody is just you're a drone, metropolis on fucking acid, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So there's that.
And that's where Cyril ends up. Yeah. It was in this desk job.
Pulled a lot of strings. I think Uncle Harlow was like, I got somebody, keep him out of the way. Yeah. Because it is all about the numbers. You got to fill the numbers.
Well, there's that. And, it is keeping him out of the under the radar, whatever. And it's an entry-level job that anybody could do. He didn't need any experience or training to do all this shit.
But his thing was on his.
But Uncle Harlow is clearly got some corporate, ties somewhere. Yeah, and he pulled the strings
or something. Yeah, corporate or whatever the hell. Yeah,
yeah. He's just connected in enough ways that he could get Cyril some kind of a position that would be low profile. And
so somebody probably owed Uncle Harlow a favor.
Yeah,
and just hey.
And of course, Cyril's mom clearly even said that she was calling in a family favor from Uncle Harlow. So she's going to owe Uncle Harlow for this.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
Because he's one of those that...
The fucking bureaucracy.
I do this for you. He'll hold it over her head,
Because the difference between the government and the mafia is that the government thinks they're doing something good when they steal your money. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But then again, but in the mob,
you got rules.
Even if you're family, you got the rules.
There's rules, yeah.
And I mean, even if it's not mob shit, it's that corporate shit.
Yeah.
Well,
corporate government, same thing.
I do this favor for you. You're gonna owe me for it, and I will. You never know when I'm gonna be calling you to cash in, and so it's like that.
Oh yeah, totally. That's one of the levels. As being a Genovesian, you work with.
Right. Absolutely.
I know the score, man. I never collect on my, because.
But no, the announcement though.
Yes.
The announcement.
And I take issue with her assessment that it's an announcement. It was all the ways they are analyzing it, the Empire, the ISB, was completely wrong. The 4 different versions, the 4 different theories, they were all wrong. What they should have known was that, they're running out of money, or they need money all the time.
Well,
I would have attacked it from that.
I don't know so much that it...
Because if they're a rebellion and they're a ragtag team of do-gooders and blah, 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 then they wouldn't need money. Well, I know U.S. aid, right? Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but there was some talk earlier in the season, I forget which episode, but talking about they have all this, this Dedra putting together the pattern of all these different, independent strikes.
Too random.
And it was too random to be random. Yes. And she thought it was a coordinated effort, and it culminated in this Aldani strike.
Which, that's a wrong impression to take anyway.
But that's still where they're going with, and that's why they it's such a big deal is that it was pretty ballsy what they did.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is just really? They're going to steal some money? A bank heist? That's what they're after is money? The rebellion? Or the people that are stealing parts? What? No.
No, the rebellion needs the capital. Yes.
Yeah, but that's the angle I would have attacked from it.
But they also needed to make the statement that they could get away with such a heist.
I just don't see the statement part of it at all. That's just me.
And
because that's ego on both sides.
It is, but I mean, it is the takeaway that
they're gleaning, but they're wrong. I'm just saying they're wrong.
But it was an important thing to the alliance, to the rebellion, It's not the Alliance yet, but
Well, apparently it was more of a rallying cry than anything fucking Ezra Miller is gonna fucking say.
oh,
His impassioned speech before he runs away.
Ezra Bridger.
Yeah,
Ezra Miller is
whatever.
the Flash.
Either one. Same
Either
fucking
way,
thing.
Ezra, fucking whatever.
That's how much I fucking love. That's how much I remember Wish Star Wars. Is I got the fucking name wrong.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Some wannabe fucking pedo. Yeah, fuck.
Anyway.
No, that's not Dave Filoni at all.
But
His
no,
fucking magic cowboy hat. Fucking tard.
But it does kind of line up with all the stuff that Mon Mothma is talking about, though.
Oh, yeah.
How she's been funneling funds to the rebellion through her family fortune, which is getting to be problematic because they're scrutinizing her.
Yeah,
and she's looking for some other way to funnel the capital.
If they're scrutinizing,
so they need capital.
If they're scrutinizing, let's take the 24,000 fucking IRS agents that they had that fucking Jim Crow Joe hired to fucking watch if you pull $600 or more out of your bank account. The fuck's it to them? They're stealing money right, left, and center.
Dude.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that if there's all these banking rules that keep encroaching further in on the Star Wars universe within the Sandrel or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah. So then they already have they already know that, the rebellion needs money somehow or whatever. So then why would they think? Or is these just these banking rules just because their empire's being a cunt?
Well, I think it might be even just Chandrillin in particular.
Okay.
Her homeworld.
Yeah.
But I think it's more than that because she's a senator and they've got their eyes on her because, pretty much everybody's under suspicion.
Yeah.
You would think, unless they've been vetted somehow or other or,
Yeah. Well, hell, Tarkin's son didn't even make it through the Empire.
But, that whole conversation that she had with her friend Tay, though, about the irritation that she is in the Senate and how all the charitable, or things that she supports, and it's not very like imperial
oriented.
Yeah, it's and so she is one of those that is under scrutiny in the Senate because the Emperor is not far from dissolving the Senate.
Yes, this is true.
And I don't know if she's actually suspected of being a rebel sympathizer, but it's enough that she's under scrutiny. She got the driver, who she thinks is an ISB.
Yeah.
And I forget what else she said. Something else about, somebody on her staff, and her husband
doesn't give a shit.
Who is clueless, or is he?
I don't think so.
But he's not to be trusted because she's keeping him out of all this shit. I mean, she said, "I'm about to share with you something that only 3 people in the galaxy know about."
Yeah.
So she is keeping a tight lid on her ties to this rebellion.
Oh, yeah.
And clearly, because we all know who Mon Mothma is, she's going to be one of the biggest high-ranking mucky-mucks of the Alliance going down the road, moving forward.
And that's another problem I have with the
Ahsoka
series.
It's one of the things I really dig about this series is getting a real look at Mon Mothma at this time.
Yeah. And
what's going to, lead her to, I mean, she's already involved.
Yeah.
Tied deep, and she knows who Luthen is, and they have their little arrangement, yeah.
And then you think Witchfigure is even more deep in than Luthen or Mon Mothma. Huh?
Oh, Clea, yes,
yeah.
I have a feeling, no, she's like,
and I love the aesthetics of when she was walking. It looked like Star Wars from the 70s.
Yes,
when all the buildings were 50s sci-fi inspired. This is the future.
Yes.
And also...
Oh, no, I love the production design overall.
Also,
I love how Ferrix looks. I love how Coruscant looks.
I think it was it Battle or the one before? Battle for Planet of the Apes, the original ones, where it had the city,
Yeah.
where it was from Operation Annihilate,
Yes.
TOS, yeah.
Yes.
So it's that same kind of aesthetic of this is what the future is going to look like, and
Yes.
I thought that was great.
And I love the different worlds that they're,
And they all look different, yeah.
like even like, well, and this is the one that starts Andor down the,
Yeah.
he
And
he's on this world that is like, well,
it's a
this
beach.
section of the world where it's like beachfront and
Looks like LA. Well, before it got burnt to a cinder by Gavin and all those wonderful government people in LA.
But it's
you can hear the beach boardwalk.
It's the ocean with tides and the
Yeah.
beach, but then how all the architecture looks is completely alien. It's so cool.
I have a question.
It's just so cool.
So the Imperials, the shore troopers that were there, were they on complete enforcement day or fill the ticket book day? Because the cops and the CHP have that.
Well,
so
either
were the
or,
Imperials,
but no, I think that this whole
was that the contrivance that they needed to get him to the next part of the story.
It was contrived, but
Okay.
it was also this thing that happened. This whatever it was that they were running.
Yeah.
That whole thing. It was kind of vague, but that was a thing that they were. And he got caught up in this. They thought they confused him with one of these runners.
I don't think they confused him. I think they just didn't give a shit.
No, they just.
You're like, oh, okay, all right, you too.
But
that's why I was asking: was it a full enforcement day on the beach, or was it a fill the book day?
You fill the docket.
Yeah, because that's something that
I think it's a little of both. Because there's this running thing going on.
They were running.
I don't know if that was something that was like a specific day that they do that, or if it's something that's a regular thing that goes on.
And then I have a question. The shore trooper has a gun. Why did he not just shoot him? Why was he running after him? Remember when you first see him running? He's huffing and puffing, and just shoot him.
Yeah, just stun him. And the security droids.
Yeah.
Droid assistance required here. Really
contrivance.
I mean, you're right there. Yeah. He's unarmed. You can just subdue him. Oh, but you need droid assistance.
I think you
just to bring in the K2 droid.
Yeah.
The security droid.
And it's not, but it is a contrivance. Yeah. I'm not going to say member berries. I'm just going to say it's a contrivance.
No, it's not. It wasn't not even member berries. Not even close. No, but it was pretty contrived how he got himself arrested.
Yeah.
And then, of course, because of the new policies that had just been enacted, his sentence was
tripled or whatever.
I mean, it was.
So let's talk about Marva.
And so we see, we'll get to that. But what happens to him next is fucked up.
Let's talk about Marva.
And Marva, yes.
The actual rebellion right there.
Yes.
And she sounds like
the heart of it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the reason people are rebelling is Marva. All wrapped up in one.
Oh, yeah.
She's great.
And he doesn't understand. And I don't know why he didn't fucking just tell her that I was there. I
mean, on this rewatch now, I'm just wondering, is she really like connected in the rebellion, or is she just like?
She's tired of running. She's tired of everything. She's put up with it for too long because they kept going away, and now they're here to stay. Like she says at the end of the series.
Yes.
And she's like, "Fuck this couch. We're fighting."
So her and her husband Clem.
Yeah.
Were what?
Scrappers, independent business people.
Yeah.
Scavengers.
What do you call them?
Scavengers.
Yeah,
not scavengers, but
there's a word. Yeah.
Scrappers.
Opportunists.
That's a different connotation. They were independent junkers.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they went to what's the name of the world?
Yeah,
His home world.
and found him.
Because there was some wreckage there that they could go and pilfer.
Yeah.
And because I kind of had the impression that they were in the rebellion, but no, not really.
No.
But she is totally
She is for
on
the
board
cause.
with it.
She is for the cause.
Yes.
She isn't the true believer, but she's tired of it. She's like, no.
But even that is enough.
Yeah.
To get him to get involved.
Yeah.
Which is what's happening. But
it was the saddest thing in the show. That little interaction right there. Not Andor breaking up with his future ex-hump or whatever, or previous girlfriend. Not that, and him leaving the money like she was a goddamn whore that he owed her.
Right.
But that whole conversation.
Oh no, he left money that he owed everybody for her to get to them all.
But still.
And he did pay off all his debts because he had the means to.
Yeah,
and he was trying to leave on a clean slate.
Yeah, but the whole speech with Marva, that was like,
oh no, the whole thing, you can't stay and I can't go. And no, she's just great.
Yeah.
And a little droid too. Can I speak? No.
Alrighty.
But no, it is. It's getting thicker and thicker. And what happens next, we'll get to next time. But it is, part of the story of this guy Cassian Andor and
developing into a rebel.
All of the experiences that he goes through, because we are all sum total of our experiences, right?
Yeah.
And this is what has driven him to,
where we get to in the movie.
Yes. And we'll see more of it in the next season, which we're looking forward to, which is why we're rewatching now. Are you rewatching? What did you think of Andor? I fucking loved it, man. I'm loving it even more sitting through it again.
And with that, like, share, subscribe.